Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, trips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays we're serving a green.
It's week 2 of the 2024 season, and we've got the Vikings rookie quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Vikings and the Lions, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Lions in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. The numbers for Sanders last week, 14 carries, 67 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And some room to run now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. And a short gain here down to the 22. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running right. Here's Sanders. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jamison Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his 2nd start in the NFL.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll set up a throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Here's Cook again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's going to get this down near the 25. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answer the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 11.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Over the middle, complete. That's Davis.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Cook up the gut. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2nd and 9 now.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
1st down, Lions.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Williams.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Jackson on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far in this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 1. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. Christian Watson, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get...
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Left side, Cook. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
And now out comes Minnesota. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here. That doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is...
As Sanders has it pumped free, and the Vikings pick up the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackling, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Aleem McNeil able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. He needs better protection, that's for sure.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
If this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Personal foul. Safety. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson.
Right side to Williams.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a good...
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Finding room at midfield.
A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
5 yards remain on second down.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Darnell Mooney
From 4 yards out.
and the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On the option, Jackson will keep it.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Jackson.
He wants Reynolds way downfield.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 8, 50 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw.
He's got Mooney, and he's got a 1st down as he's tackled inbounds at midfield.
Back to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Lions, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.